Hi, how are you? Today we are going to talk about some kitchen appliances that is coffee maker. Uh, in the event that you have been searching for an espresso creator made in USA. They are difficult to track down, also to exacerbate the situation. Producers appear to give their all to keep you befuddled. That is the reason we choose to step in and do some serious examination into which espresso producer are really made in America. We tracked down 8 extraordinary choices to suit all espresso sweethearts and all financial plans. By purchasing any of these methods, you are supporting American laborers, advancing nearby economies, and limiting your natural impression. Also, you will appreciate flavorful espresso. The eight best espresso producers made in USA. Tragically, it's undeniably challenging to track down items made in USA and not made in China, but rather a couple of espresso organizations are resisting the pattern. The following are eight choices traversing all styles of espresso creators. Ratio 8 coffee maker. First one, ratio 8 coffee maker, situated in Portland, Oregon. Proportion espresso was established on the reason that programmed espresso producers merit a similar thoughtfulness regarding plan and craftsmanship and that we find in the ongoing yield of top of the coffee line machines. Up until this point, they have made excuse me, they have made two dribble espresso creators. The proportion 8 and its younger siblings. The proportion 6 with a couple of varieties of every one. For instance, you can choose a glass or warm carafe. The two brewers are planted in Portland and have their parts fabricated in Taiwan and China. Nonetheless, every proportion 8 is hand collected in Portland, while the proportion 6 is made in China. The thought behind the proportion 8 is to imitate how a specialist barista would set up a pour over, including a robotized sprout cycle. But you should simply press a button a bite. The cast aluminium warming component guarantees the water is at the best preparing temperature. The water courses through a shower head to guarantee in any event waiting of the justification for the best extraction. Bun best drip coffee maker. Assuming you need a programmed espresso machine that brews an incredible mug of espresso, however, don't have any desire to pay for the superior substance of the proportion 8, the bun speed blend dribble espresso machine is a phenomenal decision. The speed mix in a redesigned variant of the similarly famous bun. Speed blade tracked down additional down this rundown. Both band models are magnificent trickle espresso producers that convey espresso rapidly. However, we suggest spending a smidgen something else for the speed blend on the off chance that the espresso quality is principal. It is likewise a somewhat more alluring brewer with smoother lines and a tempered steel finish. The speed of the speed mix is because of its inward hardened steel boiling water tank and going with 800-watt warmer, which can give an ideal temperature of 200 degree Fahrenheit fermenting water on request. The water is conveyed to the coffee beans through a shower head, which yields a, a preferred extraction over the normal modest espresso machine. All that is needed is 3 minutes to brew an entire 10-cup carafe, about a fraction of the hour of most espresso producers. The best value. Arobi Aeroespace is the best value. The Arobi Aeroespace Espresso Press is a mind-blowing espresso producer. Enough said. As a matter of fact, this very reasonable brewer is one of the most mind-blowing steam espresso creators, generally speaking, not simply among espresso producers made in the USA. Made in Palo Alto, California, the AeroPress is the brainchild of long-lasting creator and designer Alan Adler. Tired of attempting to blend a respectable single mug of espresso from a dribble espresso machine, he set to deal with another option, and the AeroPress was conceived. So I drew a sketch and I made something in my shop. What's more, it just tasty. It tasted such a lot of less harsh than ordinary dribble espresso. It is a submersion espresso creator like a French press, but at the same time it is sufficiently different to yield some espresso exceptionally its own. As a result of the quicker blending time and the paper channel, the espresso is less harsh and does not have the slackness or res- residue present in a French press brew. All things being equal, you get a strong yet clean tasting mug of espresso. A ton of Aeropress prosperity is because of its far and wide allure. Amateur love it since it is so mature to utilize. Serious espresso geeks love it since there are such countless ways of fiddling with this recipe. It's well known with campers and climbers since it is light and strong. There is even an aeropress big showdown. The main advantage to the aeropress espresso producer is its little limit. It tends to be badly designed in the event that you are preparing for a group. In fact, you can mix four extraordinary coffee style shots all at once and weaken them into four espresso. Be that as it may, by and by, this brewer is best for serving each or two individuals in turn. Hi all. Uh, and the fourth, toddy cold brew system, best for cold brew. Cold mix espresso is so natural to make it home. There is not a great explanation ever to follow through on the extravagant cost it orders at bistros. On the off chance that you drink cold brew at a cafe in excess of 5 times each year, you have previously paid for the drink cold blend framework. Uh, Drink is a ladies' possessed business situated in Loveland, Colorado, where all their espresso producers are made. The drink cold mix framework requires no power and uses a protected virus water filtration interaction to set up a rich and profoundly low corrosive espresso concentrate. Regardless of whether you are not a virus blend monster, uh, you can in any case partake in the low corrosive espresso from this preparing framework. Simply weaken the concentrate with heated water rather for a super smooth Java, ideal for anybody with a delicate stomach. The concentrate remains new for as long as about 14 days, so we suggest keeping some in your ice chest the entire summer. That way, when the virus brew hankering hits, you are good to go and will not be compelled to spend boatloads of money at a bistro. Cold brew darlings will be eager to discover that drink is not the main virus blend espresso producer made in USA. There is likewise the Filtron cold blend espresso unit. Like the drink, it makes a low corrosive espresso concentrate. The Filtron cold mix pack cold mix pack is somewhat more costly, however, accompanies a wonderful glass carafe in which to store your mix. At this cost, both of these virus brew, brew espresso producers would make a phenomenal gift for the espresso sweetheart in your life. Aeropress Go, best for the traveler. Cold mix espresso is so natural to make at home. There is not a great explanation ever to follow through on the extravagant costs it orders at bistros. On the off chance that you drink cold brew at a cafe in excess of 5 times each year, you have previously paid for the drink cold blend framework. Slayer single group best for espresso. I will say that right off the bat, you can probably uh, scroll right past this view if you don't have an unlimited budget for coffee gear. Still there? Okay, then I will also say this. If you have the funds and a severe passion for espresso, Seattle-based Slayer espresso machines are easily the best American-made machines money can buy. They have won numerous awards and are found in high-end coffee shops around the world. The first thing you will notice about a Slayer espresso machine is its stunning design. These beautiful and customizable machines make a statement the same way your customer cooler Ferrari makes a statement. But just like the Ferrari, it is what is inside that really makes it so top of the line. The Slayer uses a patented needle valve to control water flow, which allows you to grind coffee finer without risking over extraction. Have you ever pondered how flavorful coffee can be? This is how you can find out. The Slayer single group also has double boilers, an electronic group head, PID temperature control, rotary pump, and every other high-end option you can imagine. The only potential pitfall is there is no water reservoir like most commercial espresso machines. Slayers are designed to be plumbed directly to a water line. So be sure this makes sense in your home before you buy. Burn GRB Velocity Brew, best for this is best for fast brewing. We have proactively discussed the bun speed mix. However, to set aside a little cash, look at its cousin. The bun GRB speed blend is its cousin. Like the speed mix, the 10 cup speed mix can have a full carafe prepared in only 2 minutes. It utilizes a similar inner hardened steel tank for boiling water on request. It additionally depends on a similar showerhead fermenting framework and level base channel, giving an in any event waiting of the reason for ideal extraction. The fundamental distinction between the two bun espresso creators is that the speed blend utilizes glass instead of a warm carafe, as I would like to think, a warm carafe is a beneficial speculation. It keeps your espresso hot without undermining its flavor or utilizing any energy, and it's more tough. Be that as it may, assuming you truly do decide uh, on the speed blends glass carafe, you will cherish its protected spill and trickle resistant plan. Different contrast between these American-made espresso producers are chiefly tasteful. The speed mix has a somewhat more top-notch look and feels with a smooth plan and tempered steel. All things considered, this speed mix is an expert in the looks division with an exemplary moderate plan. The best for pour over coffee and the Chemex pour over espresso created with its glass carafe, wooden handle, and calfskin tie is the most notorious espresso producer made in the USA. Sent off during the 1940s, you are as prone to find one in a cutting edge planned historical center as in a top of the line bistro, but it is as yet reasonable enough for any home brewer. The Chemex is a pour over espresso creator that utilizes uh, cone line paper channels to deliver a fresh and clean cup. In the event that you love lighter dish espressos, appreciate the manner in which Chemex features their brilliant corrosiveness, and complex flavors. The rise of the third wave espresso development and the freshly discovered ubiquity of light meals carried the Chemex to the consideration of specially prepared espresso sweethearts. One of the early adopters was Dogel, a fellow benefactor of the exceptionally regarded intellectuals espresso. He says, It functions admirably with our sweet, clean espressos. I likewise think, from a plan point of view, it is straightforward and wonderful. While the Chemex manufacturing plant is still in Chicopee, Massachusetts, the main thing really made there are the unique Chemex channels. The Chemex itself is just collected at the plant. The glass comes from Croatia and Taiwan, and the wood comes from Malaysia. The calf skin ties are American made. They come from Tennessee. The most effective method to pick the right espresso creator made in USA. Will not many espresso creators made in the USA? It is trying to see as the ideal one. You positively will not be overpowered with the decisions. However, the couple of choices can feel restricting, assuming you have explicit requirements, and that is where this purchaser's aid comes in. With all that, you want to settle on the ideal choice. And thanks for now. Don't forget to subscribe my channel, please. Ratio 8 coffee maker. Best overall. 1 British speed brew. Aerobic Aeropress. Toddy cold brew system. Aeropress Go. Slayer single group. The best espresso producer is what you really want in the event that you cannot get by without a morning cup of joy. These machines give a helpful plan on the off chance that you are serving a group with the notable glass pitcher. One espresso creator can blend up to 18 cups of espresso at a time, so you can get back to it endlessly, time again, unafraid of expiring. On top of conveying a superior flavor, a decent espresso producer will likewise be helpful to work, preferably with single button activity. You additionally need one which rushes to tidy up later to save this satisfaction as you score at the sink. The above can be very elusive in a solitary machine, particularly on the off chance that you are shopping on a tight spending plan. In any case, the uplifting news is you don't have to burn through every last dollar to get a Victor. We have tried scoop of espresso creators to track down those that offer the best execution in all cases, whether you are quick to track down incentive for cash or an espresso producer which will occupy a negligible counter room. We have tracked down an answer. These are the best espresso producers. Class kickoff and the best espresso producers. Another school year is not far off. and that implies no, sorry, and that implies back to school deals are as of now going full bore. One thing most understudies cannot go without a solid espresso producer. That morning caffeine hit, as well as the unmistakable flavor, is something all res- residences need. In any case, contingent upon your financial plan and inclinations. The best espresso creator for every kitchen will differ. However, you can definitely relax. Our aid can assist you with picking. More certain to look at our school year kickoff guide in the event that you want further motivation for your residents too. What are the best espresso creators? The brown blend sense opens sits in the first spot on our list of the best espresso producers for the vast majority, while a portion of the more in fact splendid espresso producers can run you near $300 to €300. The blend sense is our top pick for its high worth list of capabilities, usability, and lower sticker price. Be that as it may, in the event that you are searching for the very best espresso creator, you ought to investigate the Technivorm Mocha Mustard, one of only a handful of exceptional espresso creators to fulfill the brilliant cup guideline set by the SCA. The Mocha Mustard offers calibrated temperature control and scoop of personalization highlights for the devoted hobbyist too. Be that it may as it may, those hoping to slice everyday excursions to the bistro out of their normal will adore the Ninja hot and cold fermented framework, equipped for blending up something from a latte to cold brew rapidly and effectively. The across the board Ninja gives you that barista experience from your own kitchen. We are meticulously describing the situation on these and bounty a greater amount of the most ideal espresso creators that anyone could hope to find right now beneath. Whether you are searching for a financial plan situated machine to fill a role in your kitchen, or you are after a smaller machine for a school residence, the Brown Mix Sense figures out how to hit a perfect balance among cost and quality that, that gets it top situation here. The Mix Sense KF6050 comes in just shy of $100, yet figures out how to fix extraordinary tasting espresso with some phenomenal personal satisfaction highlights too. You will not be messing with too many muddled settings here. which might be a gift if you basically have any desire to make some espresso in the first part of the day. Be that as it may, you will in any case approach a programmable clock brew stop settings and a 1 to 4 cup settings for more modest blends. While that reduced plan absolutely looks perfect, we found it challenging to get to the water tank as it is non-removable, not great to fill in from the fixture. Nonetheless, at, at this cost, a little dissatisfaction in topping off your machine is a great compromise for execution that prevails over the opposition. There are surely a lot of extra additional elements that we don't generally find in this cost section, like the charcoal water channel and a super durable gold tone channel. Notwithstanding, it merits the collecting that you will not approach any strength setting according to that fundamental yet reasonable plan ethos. Having said that, the BuSense KF6050 is one of the less expensive models in the rich and offers an extraordinary presentation, which is the reason it is the best espresso producer by any by and large, and why it brought back home the Technivorm Mocha Master KVGV Select is the organization's most recent model, first delivered in late 2019 as the Mocha Master KBG Select in Europe. The new delivery proceeds with the Mocha Master's exceptionally regarded name as the greatest and most broadly adulated espresso producer on our rundown. It is been designed for ideal blend temperatures and water dispersal with imaginative highlights that deserves its acknowledgement from the specially prepared espresso affiliation. Furthermore, it does all of this while working extremely rapidly, which we found out when we gave it in a shot for ourselves. Hand tailored in the Netherlands, this expensive espresso producer has an extraordinary modern tasteful that certain individuals love and others disdain. This notwithstanding is a one for the fans and comes up short on not many of the comfort highlights you could track down in less expensive models. The water tank is fixed onto the framework, and you won't find any auto mix highlights heated in here. Not notwithstanding, what it needs the convenience that are normal for today's at home today's at home viewers. It compensates by delivering smooth, adjusted espresso, which is the reason it is one of the most outstanding espresso creators. There is a specialized splendor in the engine. Notwithstanding, this machine can arrive at industry standard temperature in less than a moment and remain there. The water remain there. The water then climbs a glass tube. Uh, the water then climbs a glass tube and into a nine-opening splash arm, where it is scattered, uniformly scattered over uh, ground espresso, ground espresso formed centered over ground espresso in a cone form bin. That, however, the KBGV select can do all of this in 4 to 6 minutes, contingent upon mix size. It comes at a precarious expense. However, the relevant execution and fabricated quality make it worth the effort for espresso lovers. While it is 2 times the cost of the brown mix sense trickle espresso producer, the Ninja hot and cold fermented framework transform your kitchen into an all-out bistro. Relaxed consumers might think that it is excessively overpowering, yet espresso and tea darlings will see the value in the adaptability of having the option to make their refreshments as basic and extravagant as they need right from home, equipped for fermenting many espressos and cold blends. Temperature and mix times are naturally changed in view of your decision of drink chosen from this showcase board. That is what Ninja asserts, utilizing the specially prepared espresso setting and the included milk frother on the machine. You can make cafe drinks at home. That is valid on the off chance that you are not really fastidious about the nature of the espresso in your casinos, as the machine has the serious areas of strength for mixtures, but not coffee like the cafes. We were specially content with a medium cook espresso fermented on the exemplary setting, yielding a smooth and even cup. However, the rich preset likewise served our dim dish specially well. In our tasting, we viewed that while stunningly fast, the virus brew settings didn't offer an especially smooth taste, notwithstanding an Excel cup of totally fine virus mix was prepared in only 10 minutes, which is a genuine advantage for anybody looking for additional comfort. Having the option to create more perplexing espresso blends at home makes for an extraordinarily adaptable machine, particularly taking into account that tea consumers are represented here too. The brilliant Bushell's framework will naturally enroll the blend container you are utilizing and suggest drink types too. Besides, the fact that the Defer brew was customizing highlight a boon. We likewise evaluate how come the Ninja hot and cold blended framework was just buzzing marginally while starting off the fermenting system. In the event that you are one of those families with a single serve and multi-cup brewers, this machine can supplant both and make a solitary cup without utilizing espresso cases. We be that at it as it may, be that as it may, on the off chance that you don't predict a requirement for cold brew or tea useful of or brew or tea usefulness, you can set aside cash with the less expensive Ninja, especially further down here. The Breville Child in Edition is the best coffee machine for any individual who needs both the comfort of a simple to utilize framework and the space to try and investigate on a more complex level. We tracked down brilliant consistency between blends here and an even short thanks to the adjustable pre-mixture methods. We were additionally truly ready to capitalize on a few premium beans as the child in addition to likewise offering standard expert grade channel crates close by simpler to involve twofold wallet channels too. While that may be a drew for those with an exact processor and some packing practice, it is magnificent that all expertise levels are provided food for her. Besides, dissimilar to every one of the different models refer, referenced up until this point, the Breville child in addition accompanies an underlying steam wand which pursues an extraordinary decision for smooth beverages. It just requires 3 seconds to warm this machine up, a great accomplishment considering it tends to be minutes before a less expensive gadget is prepared to begin blending. While you are unquestionable paying some extra for this model than you would a section level gadget. Previously mentioned highlights like adjustable premixture times and the variety of bushels included with the machine mean you are really getting some top level specs at an incredible cost here. Uh, that is the reason it is the best coffee machine. The Breville Accuracy Brewer is not your consistent espresso producer. It is a strong machine equipped for preparing your ideal mug of espresso on the off chance that you are willing to invest the energy in and have a handyman with all its great controls. We found that underlying arrangement a little overpowering in our testing. However, the simple to adhere to guidelines assisted us with the social event trust in tweaking individual settings to match the blend flavors we were later. While we found a couple of issues with the volume of the machine, it was nothing contrasted with the excellent espresso emerging. You will have the option to explore different avenues regarding blend times and temperature. However, you will likewise approach the stream rate and blossom time. A pour-over dripper is accessible for extra controls too. There is a great deal of tech pressed in here, and keeping in mind that it might take a short time to figure everything out, it was all definitely justified toward the finish of our testing. It may, in any case, this truly is one for the people who view espresso as a science. Unit espresso producers are definite comfort-driven machine. Notwithstanding, that doesn't need to mean they offer a subpar espresso quality, as the Ni- Nespresso Virtuo, in addition to illustrates, while it is one of Nespresso's pricier machine, the Virtu, Virtue, in addition to draws out the best in simple to mix case espresso, making it the best espresso machine. Bigger units consider a more extensive scope of drink type, driving as far as possible up to 14 Uzi single mixtures. But the excellence here lies in how the Nespresso treats each case. The machine will check the unit prior to fermenting to decide the beverage type being created and consequently set the fitting brew time and temperatures for the ideal cup without fail. That really intends that while you are unavoidab- unavoidably missing out on some personalization choices by exchanging for the comfort of a unit machine. You are actually getting the ideal settings for every espresso type. Coffee is this machine's solid point. Cups emerge with a completely flawless fixing of crema, the foamy head that is the sign of a genuine coffee. We can thank Virtue in addition to centrifugation innovation for that, with different openings punched into the case and a quick turning process that creates a creamier quality espresso. Cases are completely supportable also. That is the reason this is the best single served espresso and coffee producer. On the off chance that you are looking at up the Ninja hot and cold prepared framework, however, need somewhat more out of the coffee quality. The Ninja specialty offers a more noteworthy spotlight on specialty views to the detriment of cold blend and tea usefulness. You are likewise paying somewhat less for this more engaged machine, which is great in the event that you are soon after top notch, specially prepared espresso. You are keeping the implicit milk frother and strength controls with the six blend size choices and four mix types for exemplary rice chilled and specially prepared espressos. In general, it is a flexible machine with all that you want to make an enormous scope of specially prepared drinks with a lot of command over the strength, size, and type. The Ninja, specially, likewise just accompanies a glass carafe, and that implies you will require that warming plate to keep things hot. Fortunately, we found that the plate figured out how to keep our espresso warm for quite a while without having results on the taste. In the event that you want to explore different avenues regarding teas or cold blends, you can set aside loads of money with these less expensive choice. Espresso creators are worked in light of more than common sense. The style is similarly essentially as significant as the exhibition. Nowadays, all things considered, this machine will be in a plain view in your kitchen for certain years. Some components have an immortal brushed steel finish, while others are substantially more intense with a reflexive painted outside. Before you pick your number one, ensure that its size is reasonable for your ledge. Uh, some are a lot greater than any show up. The most recent models accompany a lot of helpful highlights. One to pay specially attention to is the capacity of crush espresso beans, and afterward naturally move the grounds to the channel crate. In in doing this, you are getting the freshest espresso conceivable. A few machines likewise accompany settings that let you control the strength of the mix as well as the temperature of the espresso. Controls, for example, are a splendid expansion as you can evaluate various mix until you track down your number one setting. Size determination is another significant element. A few plants let you browse, browse a solitary serve espresso up to a whole pot, which can save squatter. Espresso creators have made considerable progress concerning tech also. Some component touch screens instead of manual controls, while others can associate with your Wi-Fi or use Bluetooth. In doing this, you have some control over the espresso creator hands free through your cell phone or in any event. utilizing voice orders by means of Alexa and Google Collage. Thank you for now, and don't forget to subscribe my channel. Thank you.